Stranger Things is one of Netflix's most popular shows, and with the new season just around the corner, fans are scraping to try and find every little clue before it finally drops. So grab your Eggos and sit tight as we talk more about everything that Season 4 of Stranger Things is going to be about. First, why the new season was delayed. The new season of Stranger Things is probably going to be the biggest we've seen yet. And after the jaw-dropping cliffhanger that the show ended on in the previous season, fans had been anticipating Season 4 of the show. But due to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the production of the show was delayed back in March 2020. The good news, however, is that production of the show went up again around September 2021 as things finally started going back to normal. Next, we have Season 4 release date. The new season fans have been waiting for is finally in sight, with Netflix and the Duffer Brothers announcing the new season for the 27th of May. But that's not it. This time around, fans get to experience the new season in two parts, with the first part coming out in May and the second part on the 1st of July, 6 weeks after the first one. Oh, but get this isn't the final season of the show. The story this season will actually set up the finale of the show with Season 5. The Duffer Brothers in their announcement also talked about how much work went into the making of this highly anticipated season. They talk about how this season was one of the most challenging seasons they've worked on, and yet it was one of the most rewarding ones as well. They also reveal how this season is twice the length of any of the previous seasons. Well, we can't wait to see what they have in store for us. And now, the cast for Season 4. Now it's time for us to talk about which of our favorite characters are returning this season. Well, it's been confirmed that all of our main cast from Hawkins is definitely coming back for this season. Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven, Finn Wolfhard as Mike, Caleb McLaughlin playing Lucas, Gaten Matarazzo as everyone's favorite character Dustin, Noah Schnapp as Will, the boy who survived the Upside Down, Sadie Sink as Max, Joe Keery coming back as Steve, Natalie Dyer playing Mike's sister Nancy, Charlie Heaton as Will's brother Jonathan, Robin playing Maya Hawke, and Winona Ryder as Will's mother Joyce, along with the rest are all coming back, and we can't be more thrilled. Now we have Hopper's return, but to the surprise of many fans, Hopper, played by David Harbour, everyone's favorite police chief and Eleven's foster dad, is also coming back. And no, not in the cast getting flashbacks of him sort of way. No, the teaser of the new season revealed that he's actually alive. Although we currently have no information on how he survived after sacrificing himself at the end of the previous season, we saw in teasers that he's alive and well and inside a prison cell in the snowy wastelands of Kamchatka. Actually, maybe not well, but he's alive for sure. In an interview with Total Film, David Harbour talked about the return of his character in the show. He explained that the character had to change in order to be brought back in some way, adding that the character is going to be very different going forward, and that he found it pretty cool to play this seemingly new character. In another interview with Liverpool Comic Con, he talked about how the show will dive further back into his backstory, which really hasn't been addressed yet. He added that his backstories are going to be related to the themes of New York, Vietnam, and Dad, a callback to Season 2, when Eleven found boxes in Hopper's attic with the same labels. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly, Harbour talked about what the new season is going to be like, jokingly saying that he has the best storyline. He talks about how the show is now trying to lay the groundwork for the final season. He said in the interview that they've drawn in some elements of the story and expanded upon them in this season to try and give a more complete picture before the end game in the next season. Next, new faces in the cast. We're also being treated to some new faces this time around in the cast. Miles Truitt will play Patrick, as Hawkins basketball player whose life will undergo some shocking events. Amy Beth McNulty, who will be playing Vicky, a popular, fast-talking band nerd. Spoiler, one of our heroes has a crush on her. Regina Tang Chen is going to be playing as a guidance counselor by the name of Miss Kelly, who cares deeply about her students. Game of Thrones Jaqen H'ghar, played by the actor Tom Vlachia, is also going to make an appearance in the show, playing Dimitri, a smart and charming prince prison guard who apparently befriends Hopper. That sounds pretty interesting. Jamie Campbell Bower from the Twilight Saga plays Peter Ballard, as a caring man working as an orderly at a psychiatric hospital. British actor Joseph Quinn will appear as Eddie Munson, as head of the Hawkins High official D&D Club and the Hellfire Club. Can't wait to see the nerds of our main cast with him, and many more new and interesting characters that we can't wait to see. Now, let's talk about the plot and themes of Season 4. We finally come to the topic you've all been waiting to hear about. What is the new season of Stranger Things going to be about? Well, as we've already discussed, Season 4 of the show is going to be the biggest season yet. In teaser trailers, we see that the logo is being strangled by the vines of the Upside Down, indicating that the show is going to delve even deeper into the creepy origins and mysteries of the Upside Down. We also see the trailer end with a message saying, "We're not in Hawkins anymore." What could this mean? Well, we're as stumped as you are. In another trailer released in May 2021, we can see a flashback scene of Eleven, where she's inside the rainbow room of the Hawkins National Laboratory. We can hear her labored breathing coming from inside the room. A trailer from August 2021 showed us Eleven being held back by shadowy government agents. In the next part of the trailer, we see that Hopper has broken out of the Russian prison facility, leading a team along his side, and is carrying a flamethrower. Wow! Hopper's really bringing the heat this season, and we're here for it. Two more trailers that came out. The first one at Netflix's Totem event showed some members from the main cast visit a mysterious and creepy location called the Creel House. This location has been described as super important by the Duffer Brothers. Let's wait and see what secrets this place has buried. The final trailer showed Eleven, Will, Joyce, and Jonathan moving away from Hawkins and settling into their new life in sunny California. We can see in the trailer that Eleven is writing a letter to Mike, who's back in Hawkins, telling him about life in their new home and wanting to see him during spring break. The Duffer Brothers, in an interview with Entertainment Weekly, talked about the fact that the new season will allow the story to grow in areas outside of Hawkins. The trailer also teases some high-speed chases, gunfights, and explosions, all of which is pretty on brand for the show. Other information we've gotten from the trailers and interviews from the cast members of the show is that this is probably going to be one of the darkest and grittiest seasons of the show yet. Talking to Total Film, Joe Keery, the guy who plays the lovable Steve Harrington, spoke about what he thought of the upcoming season. He said he was really amazed with what the Duffer Brothers had planned for this season, adding that he thought it'll be a lot darker than the previous ones. The Duffer Brothers themselves also teased about the dark theme that the new season will be following. All they revealed was that they want every new season to have a different feel to it and a different tone. Speaking to The Independent, Natalie Dyer, who plays Nancy Wheeler, said that she thought the scripts were great. She was amazed at the direction the show is choosing to go this season, and without revealing much, she says that it's going to be really big. We might also see Eleven having to cope with the fact that she lost her psychokinetic powers. Eleven, our psychokinetic Supergirl, is seen struggling to even lift up a teddy bear off of a shelf, but hopefully her powers will return somehow. They have to, right? Now, the episode count for the new season. The final season has an episode count of 9 episodes, just like the previous seasons. However, with the show coming out in 2 parts, and the length being twice as much according to the showrunners, we don't yet know how long the runtime of each episode will be. However, we do know the title of each episode that is supposed to come out in the new season. They are The Hellfire Club, Vecna's Curse, The Monster and the Superhero, Dear Billy, The Tina Project, The Die, The Massacre at Hawkins Lab, Papa, The Piggyback. That's a wrap for this video. See you in the next one.